I felt it. I just, when you're just seeing the full-on future, that's exactly what I was seeing right there. As soon as KingGambler got that fatal blow, I'm like, do not let him, you have to kill him if in those instances. You cannot give him a space whatsoever. And now look, both of these players in the loser side of the bracket, KingGambler initiating the bracket reset, whereas JetRing just has to clean it up here. Cannot let these matches keep on going.
You know, we had a really fast bracket in Europe today, and I had a comment about how I didn't think any of the players would be gassed at the end of it, even though it did come down to a post-reset, because a lot of the matches were so quick. But I honestly feel like that could start becoming an issue as we get later in this set. Right now, though, KingGambler is looking like he's stepping on the gas rather than being gassed, just controlling that corner very well. But, you know, speaking of characters that can make huge comebacks with the fatal blow, we are seeing JetRing get the full conversion, 370 casually, as the fatal blow is going to come back very soon for another cancel.
Here goes that cancel, like you mentioned. Now JetRing, though, gonna get hit by this throw, and that is 13% that you are dead.
It was honestly a really scary situation, right? If that had been the grab overall in that second cancel from JetRing, that would have been GG's, but KingGambler is just holding on to this. Wow, just sitting there, the grab whips, and there's just nothing. You can tell that KingGambler is kind of going back into that mode of like, okay, well, we have time to be patient, we can wait, I don't have to go 100%. Obviously, if he's getting the mix-ups, then he's going to keep it going. If he's got the momentum, he's going to keep it going, but he doesn't force to act.
No, he really doesn't. He's playing like a king actually right now. When you think about it, he really is. He's just playing so slow, playing so methodical. He's really catching JetRing off guard. But there goes this punish here, perfect leap that allows JetRing to actually take advantage of punishing the ice ball. And look at the damage, but again, KingGambler is in fatal blow territory. You're a 950 health character. No, exactly. Point proven, and this is death again.
All right, can we just record a clip of Saki saying, "All right," and KingGambler's in fatal blow territory, which means, and all we need to do is just take that clip, and then when we get down to that amount of life, we'll just play it back over and over. You can save your voice. You know, it's been a long day, because it's just gonna keep happening, and you're gonna keep being right about it. And that is game one to KingGambler, now technically winning 2 games in a row. So the adaptation has been made. Plenty of time in this post-reset set, but yeah, a lot of it comes down to that fatal blow. I would argue one of the better fatal blows in the game, just overall, right? Gives right Oki, does infinite damage, seemingly. It always seems to be there at the right time, so great of KingGambler to use it very well for 2 games straight now.
Yeah, JetRing, I know JetRing is probably like, why am I getting hit by these? And it happens, like, you're playing against someone like KingGambler. He's like, KingGambler turned on the switch of, yes, I'm a great fundamental player. I play really well. But sometimes I'm just going to go for the risk, and you're not going to even know about it. And that's what happens every time. And it's a snowball effect. You're so scared. You're trying to guess everything possible. And that is what Sub-Zero can do to you. And a player like KingGambler can do to you. That
was a really far-range grab. I think I actually caught the end of some hurt box. But yeah, I mean, Osvaldo Diaz was doing exactly what you were just saying really well, right? Like turning on the, one might say turning on the randomness, right? But turning on the more like disrespectful actions every once in a while, because you're now so conditioned that it's like, okay, me and this opponent are respecting each other. And we saw that so many times working at a 100% rate for Osvaldo Diaz. But KingGambler, yeah, turning it on as well, which is honestly a really important thing. Everybody needs to be able to do that if you want to play at a top level, and you need to be able to do it well, because if you keep playing respectfully the entire match, your opponent knows exactly what you're going to do. But this is another game here. KingGambler for the first time actually up in the set, but behind now in life. However, we are at fatal blow territory. Might not be necessary, though, with the amount of life that JetRing is at if there is a stray hit.
Also, too, have to keeping a watch in.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You know what? I blame you this time, Wonder Chef. This is your, like, you were the one that called this. I was gonna say that there's no reason to use it because there's no defensive meter on JetRing's side, But KingGambler just said, "Now we using it." I understand.
Yeah, just went for. I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like even like guaranteed, you could have got a kill off of that if you did freeze. But maybe it's just the fact that it's a little bit less punishable on block, and you had a little like maybe another chance if it did end up being blocked. But hey, you know what? It worked one way or another. That's one thing. We were talking about it so much today. Sub should just use the fatal blow when he can. There's no reason not to. It is. I mean, there are some few reasons, but it is just one of those that you can be totally okay without later in the set, and getting that first early lead is huge.
Yep. There goes this ice ball. No, 37%. Ah.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why you're okay using that early too. Can you still get the slide? Oh, you don't even need the slide. Double dash up back one. Jeez, frozen
you
forever.
You get optimals. You get opties, Wonder Chef. Okay?
I know. Look at me underrating the amount of conversion one can get on that trade. I guess that's the confidence and the level of professionalism of KingGambler on this character. Up 2-0 in the set now. Everything is going KingGambler's way, but as a reminder, the pre-reset set went 2-0 to KingGambler, and then JetRing brought it back 2 games until they went to that final round. So we'll see if we see an exact repeat, but I gotta say, KingGambler just feels like he's found all the openings in the past 3 games now.
All the openings. Honestly, playing like that first prize is everything right now. I think it's a little bit of like the pride. Like, I won. I wasn't even invited to these before. This is like my first time in a long while. I'm ready to win. You're talking to a king right now. That's what KingGambler is saying.
KingGambler is such a good name for Sub-Zero player now. It's just so perfect. Like, you know what? You're gonna mix, but I'm the king at mix and making people guess. And you know what? Right there, that may have been not the best decision for the kingdom, but you know what? You got to take some losses to get some wins, and I'm glad that we're starting to see the overheads blocked. JetRing's been getting hit by quite a few of them. They've been coming at a really good time, so it's been tough, but here we go. Finally, a good spot for JetRing, I feel. But again, just finding the perfect moments to poke out. That's been the difference maker these past few games.
Indeed. Waking up, actually catching. That was actually a full button that JetRing was trying to press, and now KingGambler on potential set point. Really snowballing effect against JetRing.
May I note that we are this many games into this set, which is I guess 7 now, and that was the first time that we saw a wake up 3, and the first time that we saw it baited with a neutral jump kick. So that was literally the first time out of all of this time that both these players used that interaction, and it went in the way of KingGambler. That happens so rarely, but that's when you know that you're like, okay, this is actually kind of a tough situation. Like, I'm getting red on my first decision in 7 games. Oh, great anti-air, but didn't get the conversion. That's unfortunate.
Ooh, a little bit back and forth pokes here from both players. Now, using the interactable, that does give some nice spacing, but it still leaves with KingGambler in the corner and using that defensive meter, blocking the low, and right now trying to get a knockdown situation here to JetRing and getting out of this corner. The forward throw just pushing KingGambler back into it, and really it's just been KingGambler trying to get out and actually catch JetRing off guard.
Well, the raw sweep. Oh my gosh. If that was a jab and a fatal blow, oh no, wait, okay. I don't. Does this kill? Yes, it does kill. I think it kills, right? That was no defensive bar.
Look.
It's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. The same combo that reset it is going to win the entire tournament.